class. So let's begin the lesson today. Now, any one of you tell me, your father does some income, right? Or your mother, your parents earn. Now, from that earning, what they do? They spend money. They do expenditures. They buy things, purchase different goods, even they provide you money. They are sending you to the school, right? So these all are what? Expenditures. Now after spending money, your parents um, keep some money aside, right? Your parents keep some money aside, or you can say some leftover money, income. So what is that called? Anyone, please raise your hand and tell me. Okay, you say?
Savings.
Very good. It is called savings. So where do your parents save money? Yes, you?
Bank.
Bank. Yes, they save money in the banks. But why do they save money in the banks? Why not in house, or why not in your relative's place, or why not somewhere else? Why in the bank?
For security, safety and interest.
Yes, for security, safety, and of course for interest, because at home when you keep your money, it doesn't multiply. If you keep 10,000 rupees at your place, at your home, after 10 years also you will find that 10,000 rupees as it is 10,000 rupees. And the another thing is, there is we feel unsecure keeping it at home, because it might get stolen or it might get lost, something or the other. Okay? So let's now tell me one more thing. You all have told me interest. We are saving our money in the bank, that is for our safety, our security. Then why the bank is paying us interest? Why the bank is giving us interest on the amount deposited? Yes, any one of you, please raise your hand and tell me the answer. Yes, you, tell me.
Because banks use them for further credit.
Yes, very good. Banks use them for further credit. Now, so here we come to our topic of the day that we are going to study today, that is credit creation. This is a part of money and banking. Fine. Okay. So anyone tell me, what is credit? What do you mean by credit? Yes, you tell me.
Lending money.
Yes, credit is lending money. Suppose you lend some money to your friend and your friend promises you to pay you back that amount after some time. That is, you are lending credit to your friend. In the same way, banks also lends money. That means banks also give credit. So let's study what is credit creation. Credit creation is the expansion of demand deposits. That is, that deposits multiply as per the cash reserves of the bank. Now let's see the definition of credit creation. Credit creation is the power of expansion of deposits through loans, advances and investment. This is called as credit creation. So student, the commercial bank does this because we public don't go to RBI to deposit our money. We go to where? We go to the commercial banks. Now these commercial banks are having the power to expansion of deposits through extending loans, advances and investments. So now, what are the means? Tell me, what are the means through which banks extend loan? Yes, anyone? What are the means through which banks extend loan? Yes, you tell me.
Bank loans and advances.
Yes, very good. Banks, loans and advances are the means through which commercial banks, yes, make it very clear, commercial banks extend credit. Okay. Now, this I have shown you all, I can show you all in this through this model. You can see here, this is SBI. Now, SBI is what is the largest commercial bank at present in India. There are many commercial banks, private and public sectors commercial banks, but SBI is the largest one. So I have taken here the example of SBI. From here you get your general knowledge also that which is the largest commercial bank. Okay, so let's move further. SBI, and this is what? Household. Everyone can see this? Okay. So SBI and household. Now what is the relation between them? You can see in one there are two arrows. It is a cyclic process. One, what household is doing, whatever household is incoming, whatever it is earning, from that earning it is saving some part with him, and that saving is being deposited to the commercial bank, and this saving is called demand deposit. I am not talking about fixed deposits and all. I am talking about demand deposits. What are demand deposits? Demand deposits are those deposits which we withdraw anytime. Anytime we knock to the bank, and anytime we can ask the bank to give our money back. So that is demand deposit. So household is depositing money into the commercial bank, and then what happened? This commercial bank, these households are only going to the commercial bank and asking for what? Asking for loans. So the commercial bank is saying, okay, I will give you loan. So this way the commercial bank is extending credit to the household. So this is a circular process. Again, this household is depositing money in the commercial bank, and again the commercial bank is extending loans to the household. So this is a circular process. Now you will ask me, then what is the role of RBI over here, ma'am? So let me be it very clear. RBI is the apex institution, is the bankers to the bank. Whatever functions are being played by the central bank are monitored by whom? By RBI. So you can see here more two arrows. They are SLR and CRR. Now you will be asking me, ma'am, what are these? So I'll come to it later on. Let's move on to our next subtopic. Okay, now you people tell me, anyone, you or your father go to the bank and deposit 1000 rupees, fine. And the very next day you go to the bank and ask for loan. You ask for loan from the same bank of rupees 1000. Is this possible for a bank to lend you 1000 rupees? Yes, tell me. Yes, you?
No, not possible.
Yes, of course it is not possible, because the entire amount you are taking for loan, then the very moment you will go to the bank and you will say, yesterday I have come to deposit money to you 1000 rupees, and I want that back. I am here to withdraw my 1000 rupees which I have deposited yesterday. So is this possible? The same customer money which he has deposited yesterday, and the same customer only is asking for loan of rupees 1000. Is that possible for the bank to give him 2000 rupees, because he has only 1000 rupees with himself? So right, the bank cannot lend the entire amount to that individual as loans and advances. So if the bank cannot lend so what does the bank will do? What the bank will do? The bank, there are some guidelines from the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, or any central bank of any country. In India, the central bank is what? RBI. So RBI has given some guidelines. In that they have told that to the commercial bank, they have given the instructions that anything, whenever you extend money, whenever you extend credit to your customers, whatever the deposits you are having, you have to keep some amount of money with you as your reserves, and also you have to keep some part of the money with me here, who? RBI. Some part of the money with RBI, then only the whatever the leftover part will be, that will go to the can be extended as loan to whom? To the customers. So students, there are two major points, major tools. You can say quantitative tools. Quantitative tools to measure what? Quantitative tools to measure credit creation. So first is what? Is CRR. What is CRR? That is cash reserve ratio. RBI fix some amount, percentage. It is not amount, it is percentage rate at which the commercial bank have to reserve that money from the deposit, and then it can extend loan. And SLR is what? SLR is the statutory liquidity ratio. What it is? It is, RBI says that RBI only one who decides both CRR and SLR. RBI says to the commercial bank that you have to submit, or you have to keep as security reserve to the RBI this percentage of money. That percentage is called SLR, statutory liquidity ratio. And this two, CRR and SLR, these two ratios are combined to form LLR, that is legal reserve ratio, LRR. Okay, so are you clear with it? Fine. So let's move on to see this model again. So you can see here is RBI, and RBI, here is CRR. RBI is giving instructions to the SBI that you have to keep CRR from the amount deposited with you, and also you have to keep SLR with RBI. That is also decided by whom? RBI. And this two combines to form LRR, that is legal reserve ratio. Now we will study the process. Now students, we will study the process of credit creation. Now you will say, what is the process of credit creation? How does this bank do this work? Okay, so let's move on to process. Okay, first I'll give you an example. There is a person, Mr. X, who deposited 1000 rupees in the bank, and now that person asks for loan. Now how much loan that person will get that time, that will be decided by whom? The commercial bank. So that I am doing over here. Here, look at this chart paper. Okay, so let the primary deposit be 1000. What is primary deposit? Primary deposit is the deposit which we make for the first time. Okay, the basic, the principal principal amount you can say as well as. Okay, so the primary deposit is what? 1000, and LRRB, I have taken an rough assumption of LRB 10%. Now this 1000 is the primary deposit and LRR is what? Is 10%. Now how will you find out the credit creation? See, this is the tabular presentation through which I have tried to show you all this entire calculation. This is 1000. This is the first column, comprises of deposits. The second is LRR percentage. Third one is LRR into rupees. And the last one is amount of loan the bank can extend. So the first is, this is 1000 rupees. This is what the primary deposits. And this is 10%. LRR, which is decided by whom? RBI. Repeatedly I am saying, make it a note that who decides LRR? I mean the CRR and SLR, that is RBI. So this is 10%, and the 10% of 1000 is what? Yes, it is very easy to calculate, that is 100. So 100. So now 1000, from this 1000 deposits, if you subtract or deduct 100 rupees, what you get? 900. It means what, students? That 900 rupees the bank, commercial bank, can extend loan till the amount of 900. So again, what happened? How the credit creation is done? This 900 rupees again deposited in the bank. Now you will say, why, if someone asks for loan, that person will take that money and do something, why that person will deposit in the bank? So my answer to this is, the banks are very clever. Banks are very clever. What is their work? They never give loan in cash, never in liquid form. They always open a loan account in their bank on your name. So in that account they will debit this amount and they will credit this amount 900, and again they can extend loan from this, that is 900, 10% LRR and 90 rupees. 900's 10% is 90 rupees, and from this 90 rupees, if we deduct 900 minus 90, what we get? We get 810. And this is the process. You can see it is a continuous process, a long process which could not be shown in the chart paper. So I have made this dots, and at the end you will get what? This 1000 rupees is becoming what? A big amount, that is 10,000 rupees. The same 10%. 10,000's 10% is what? 1,000, and this time the loan is 9,000. So can you see how the bank is doing this business? So it is said, credit creation is the core of banking business. Okay, so till here I think everyone has no doubt. If anyone has doubt, do raise your hand and tell me. Okay, so now we will study. See, in my model I have written also, credit creation is the core of banking business. Creation is the core of banking business. Now, okay, now there is a tool called credit multiplier or money multiplier. Now what is it like? In maths we have studied, no? There are different measures, different instruments to measure, tools, there are different tools. The same way in this chapter also there is a tool through which banks create credit. They come to know how much credit they can earn from the primary deposits. So how that is possible? Now come and see. See, here I have made money multiplier. Credit creation. Can you see? Credit creation equals to 1 by CRR, or you can also say LRR into CR. Okay, now the abbreviations I'll teach over here. CRR stand for cash reserve ratio. Okay, and CR stand for cash reserve. cash reserve ratio or LRR, legal reserve ratio, anything you can say. And CR is cash reserve, matlab this is the reserve that the bank has. So we will continue with the same example which we did earlier, that is when we deposit 1000 rupees as our primary deposit in the bank, how do the bank create credit? We have also seen the table in which it is becoming 10,000, but it is a long process. So I'll tell you through credit multiplier or money multiplier. Credit multiplier is also called as money multiplier. So how banks are creating credit through credit multiplier, I'll teach you right now. So what we have learned, what was the example? It was 1000 rupees demand deposit, right? So our cash reserve CR, okay, I am making it short, cash reserve equals to what? 1000 rupees, and our LRR was what? 10%. This was the example which we are doing throughout this today's class, okay. So CR is 1000 and LRR is 10%. Now how we will know what will be the credit creation from this? See, this is credit creation equals to, I'll make it more visible, okay. Credit creation equals to 1 by LRR into CR, okay. Now 1 by LR, that is 10%, it means what? 10% into 1000, okay. Now this is what? 1 by 0.10 into 1000. When you will calculate this, you will get 10,000. See, this one we have already studied in this chart. The formula of credit creation is what I have solved over here, okay. And this 10,000 rupees I have already told you it is over here, okay. So I hope this is much more clear to you all. If there is any doubt, do let me know. Okay, so let's revise today's class quickly, okay. And I don't want any chorus answer. First of all, I must tell you all, one by one, raise your hand. I'll give each one of you fair opportunity to speak. Okay, so tell me, anyone, define credit creation. Yes, you? Okay, very good, sit down. Credit creation definition, which I have already mentioned over here. I hope everyone is noting down. Next okay, what is the difference between CRR and SLR? Yes, you tell me. Yes, very good, sit down. Okay, what is the full form of CRR? That's very good, sit down. Okay, SLR, full form of SLR? You, the person sitting at the last bench? Yes, very good student, sit down. Okay, who decides? Okay, now tell me, very interesting question which I have repeated in my lesson many a times. Who decides the CRR and LRR or SLR? Who decides? Wow, very good. That's very good. Sit down. It means what? Students are attending the class sincerely. Very good. Next, what do you mean by LRR? LRR, if you remember. Yes. Yes. Yes, LRR is what? Is the sum total or addition of CRR and SLR. Fine. What is money multiplier? Yes, you stand up. Yes, very good. Sit down. Now student, write your home task, homework. Find out the current rate of CRR and SLR. See, every 3 months this SLR, CRR changes. Okay, and this is changed by whom? RBI. So you have to find out, this is a bit research work, you have to find out what is the current CRR and SLR. Now next question, why do banks create credit? I want the answer to be short and simple. Why do banks create credit? Very good. Okay, so next write, if the demand deposit or the primary deposit, if the primary deposit is rupees 2000 and LRR is 10%, if the primary deposit is 2000 and LRR is 10%, then what will be the cash credit creation? What will be the credit creation? This is a numerical question. Okay. Next one is, this is a logical question. See, in the home assignment you have got all types of questions. So be very careful and attentive to your lesson. Next one is, if RBI, yes, write down, if RBI increases the rate of LRR, that is legal reserve ratio. If RBI increases the rate of LRR, then what will be its effect on money supply? Okay, let's do a quick example of this only. If this homework I have given, if it increases, now if it decreases, suppose the RBI decreases LRR, that is legal reserve ratios rate, RBI decreases, then what will be its effect on the money supply? Anyone? Okay, if you cannot say what will be its effect on money supply, can you say what will be the effect on banks, commercial banks? Its effect on commercial bank, if the LRR decreases, then its effect on commercial bank, what will be? Now commercial bank can create more credit, because now the amount left over for credit creation is more, because the rate which the RBI is taking is low. So there is more scope for credit creation, and hence if there will be more scope for credit creation, then what will happen? There will be more money supply. The money supply will expand, it will increase. So from this you have got some clues. So do your home task. Thank you for the day.